Energy Overview, May 28th, 2025. Leo, listen closely. Today's message from the universe is not just guidance, it's a sacred interruption. There are days when the world moves around you like a storm, and this is one of them. The cosmic winds are stirring wildly, pulling your focus in a dozen directions, leaving you feeling scattered, unanchored, and strangely distant from your own desires. You may sense it already, that odd disconnection between your heart and your actions, as if your spirit is whispering for stillness, while your mind keeps running in circles. But this is not a sign that you're failing. It's an invitation. The universe is calling you to return to your center, to ground yourself not in what's expected, but in what is true. When you ground Leo, it's not just about standing still, it's about rooting into your power. That untamed fire within you, it needs sacred direction. Without it, your passion becomes noise. Your inspiration turns to overwhelm, and your confidence wavers beneath waves of uncertainty. But the moment you pause, truly pause to breathe deeply, to journal your tangled thoughts, or to step outside and feel the earth beneath your feet, you shift everything. You recalibrate. You remember who you are. And here's the secret: most forget letting go is a kind of magic. Today, you are being asked to lovingly release the habits, attachments, and thought patterns that no longer serve your soul's expansion. These aren't failures to mourn, they're energetic clutter. And the moment you clear them, you make space for something far more luminous: your healing, your creative flow, and your divine direction. You don't need to chase the light, Leo. You are the light. But even the sun rests, even the stars recalibrate. So allow yourself that grace. Because when you do, clarity returns like a sacred flame, steady, radiant, and unmistakably yours. Finance and luck. Leo, today's stars whisper of karmic rebalancing, and your name is written in golden ink. On May 28th, the cosmic alignments bring a quiet yet undeniable shift in your financial field. Mercury, still journeying through Gemini, forms a subtle yet transformative trine, with Pluto in Aquarius, a rare aspect that acts like a cosmic key, unlocking doors that have remained shut far too long. For you, Leo, this signals the unraveling of past limitations, particularly around money security and your sense of personal value. Where once there were blockages, delays, or confusion, now begins the soft opening of new streams of abundance. Not rushed, not chaotic, but divinely timed. It's not just about receiving wealth. It's about remembering you are worthy of it. You've been walking through inner trials, perhaps unnoticed by others, but deeply felt in your private world. The universe has seen your perseverance, your sacrifices, your restraint, and now it brings forward reward, not as a flash of luck, but as a reflection of your evolving soul. Opportunities may come through unexpected invitations, perhaps a business trip, a new collaboration, or a conversation that suddenly expands your field of vision. Stay open, especially to those beyond your usual circles. Gemini energy encourages networking, and Pluto in Aquarius urges radical reinvention. This is your moment to bridge the two. You may also feel a call to take bold financial steps to invest, to relocate, or to shift your earning path altogether. The astrology supports this, but it comes with a caveat. Only align with what feels energetically sustainable. Your intuition is your compass now, not trends or logic alone. Trust the inner yes, honor the inner no. And if fear shows up, meet it with grace, because it too is part of your transformation. Today, the frequency of prosperity is not random. It is precision-coded for those who dare to claim it. And Leo, you are one of the chosen. Let your confidence lead not from ego, but from soul. Your lucky numbers 7, 19, 32, 44, 56, 68 are energetic anchors. Use them in rituals, affirmations, or decision-making to amplify your alignment. Wealth is coming not just to enrich your bank account, but to empower your purpose. Use it wisely, use it well, and most importantly, receive it with an open heart. Career. Leo, something is shifting in the architecture of your ambition, and it begins with a question only you can answer. What future are you truly building? On this, May 28th, Mercury dances freely through Gemini, the sign of communication ideas and intellectual agility, while forming a potent alignment with Pluto in Aquarius, the planet of transformation stationed in your 7th house of partnerships and collaborations. This is not a day of small talks and surface-level projects. It's a day when visionary thinking meets strategic alliances. Your career is no longer about mere survival or ticking boxes. It's becoming an extension of your deeper calling. And this alignment urges you to start viewing your work not only as a means of income, but as a vehicle for legacy. You might feel a pull to network more actively, engage in new discussions, or even take a bold leap toward an opportunity that once felt too far or too unconventional. This is the influence of Mercury in Gemini, sharpening your mental clarity, while Pluto in Aquarius empowers you to break patterns of stagnation. If you've been stuck in routines that drain your energy today, invites you to disrupt that cycle, not recklessly but consciously. Who you align with in business, in mentorship, in vision matters deeply now. Look for connections that not only understand your goals, but who also challenge you to rise. There is also a sense of long-distance expansion emerging under this sky. Some Leos may find opportunities through international work, remote collaborations, or digital platforms that extend their impact globally. If you've been considering a change of role, a professional relocation, or launching something of your own, these planetary movements suggest the soil is fertile, but only if you're willing to do the groundwork. And Leo, no one prepares like you when your heart is all in. Don't be afraid to return to learning. Whether it's refining a skill, taking a course, or simply reading more in your field, the cosmos is rewarding those who remain teachable. In fact, your willingness to evolve is what sets you apart. While others cling to outdated systems, you are being nudged toward innovation, especially if you lead with authenticity. Above all, remember this is not a sprint, it's a sacred build. Brick by brick, connection by connection, idea by idea, you are not just climbing a career ladder, you are creating your own. So pace yourself, speak with purpose, move with clarity and trust that what you're building has cosmic support. Leo, love is not arriving in a grand parade today. It's humming quietly through the spaces between words. The unspoken glances, the sudden reappearance of someone you once dreamed of, but tucked away for safekeeping. On this particular day, the skies offer a rich and emotionally layered energy. The moon travels through Cancer, the sign of emotional depth. Intuition and soul memory activating your 12th house of the unconscious past life bonds and spiritual closure. Meanwhile, Venus in Gemini casts light upon your 11th house of connections and surprises weaving threads between your inner world and your outer encounters. What does this mean for you, Leo? It means love is stirring, but not in the way you're used to. It's not loud, it's not staged. It's arriving through subtle signs, through memories that resurface without warning, or in a conversation that lingers in your heart far longer than it should. If you're in a relationship, this transit brings an invitation to deepen emotional intimacy. You may find yourself discussing things you've held back. Dreams, fears, future plans you weren't ready to voice before. And if your connection has been under strain, this is a chance to soften defenses and return to the emotional truth beneath the tension. The presence of the moon in Cancer encourages you to lead not with pride, but with tenderness. This is not weakness, it's sacred courage. For single Leos today is ripe with possibilities that feel divinely orchestrated. An old friend reaching out a stranger who seems oddly familiar, a chance encounter through work or travel, Venus. In Gemini ensures that love may not come where you're looking, but it will find you if you're open. The energy also favors reconnection with someone from your past, especially if the story was never fully closed. Not all of them are meant to return, but one may be orbiting back, not out of nostalgia, but because the timing is finally right. There's also something deeply karmic unfolding now. With Pluto's presence in your house of partnerships, emotional power dynamics come into focus. You're being asked to release patterns of control or fear, to choose vulnerability over defense, emotional truth over performance. When you do, you create the space for a mature, spiritually resonant connection to enter or evolve. This is the kind of love that doesn't need to be chased or proven. It simply recognizes you and you recognize it. Leo, you are magnetic when your heart is unguarded. Let the universe move through you. Let your light invite in the kind of love that doesn't ask you to shrink, but that meets your soul at eye level and says, I see you. I've always seen you. Leo, your body is speaking softly today, not with symptoms, but with signals. Are you listening? Under the nurturing influence of the moon in Cancer, your emotional body becomes intricately intertwined with your physical state. You may feel more sensitive than usual, not just to the people around you, but to your environment, your routine, even your own thoughts. The cosmic climate is gently reminding you that your health is not simply about what you do, but how you feel while doing it. If you've been pushing through fatigue, ignoring signs of burnout, or measuring your worth by your productivity today, offers a sacred pause. This is not a weakness. This is wisdom. The stress you've been carrying, especially tied to professional duties or family expectations, may be hiding in the subtle corners of your body. Tight shoulders, shallow breath, restless sleep. Instead of pushing forward, the invitation is to lean inward. Rest is not passive, it is restoration. And healing doesn't only come from action. It flows through stillness, through presence, through honest self-care. Meditation, deep breathing, or simply immersing yourself in a creative activity, fantening. Singing, writing can become powerful medicine when the mind is too noisy and the heart too heavy. Leo, your heart governs your sign, and when your emotions are nourished, your vitality naturally rises. This is a day to embrace emotional release as part of your wellness practice. Whether that means talking to a loved one, shedding a long-held grief, or allowing joy to move through your body without guilt, your physical energy is renewed when your emotional truth is honored. Love, especially the kind that is real, grounded, and safe, has the power to regulate your nervous system in ways no supplement ever could. Lastly, remember that your health runs in rhythms, just like the cosmos. There are cycles of push and pause, strength and surrender. Today is a moment of recalibration, a call to treat your body not as a machine to command, but as a temple to tend. Slow down, Leo. Reconnect. And let the healing begin not with effort, but with grace. Family and friends, May 28, 2025. Leo, love is not only found in romance or destiny-bound connections. Sometimes it lives quietly in the kitchen at dawn, in the gentle patience of a sibling, or in the silent understanding between old friends. Today's Moon in Cancer illuminates the deepest chambers of your chart, the spaces tied to family roots, memory, and the inherited patterns that shape who you've become. You may feel a tender ache or a quiet pride rising within both emotions, valid and intertwined. For so long, you've been the steady one, the strong one, the giver, the one who shows up even when tired, who carries burdens in silence, who anchors others through their storms without ever asking for an umbrella in return. And though you may not always hear it, the universe sees this. And so do they. Your sacrifices have not gone unnoticed, Leo. Whether you raised your siblings like a second parent, held space for a friend through heartbreak, or simply offered presence where others gave absence, that energy echoes. But today there's a turning point. You're being gently guided to shift the balance back toward yourself, to acknowledge that while love is about giving, it is also about receiving. And sometimes the most powerful healing begins when you admit, I need support too. This is not selfishness. It is sacred balance. If tensions have lingered, misunderstandings with parents, old wounds with siblings unspoken, disappointments between friends, this is a day to clear the air, not with blame, but with honesty. Cancer Moon. Energy softens hardened edges and invites vulnerable conversation. Speak from your heart, not from defense. You may be surprised at the tenderness waiting beneath the surface, a long overdue apology, a shared memory that brings laughter, or simply a look that says, I missed you. Healing doesn't always require grand gestures. Sometimes it begins with sitting together in silence and letting the past breathe. Leo, you are a natural protector. But today, allow others to protect you. Let your home be a place of mutual nourishment. Let your friendships feel like safe harbors, not emotional labor. And most importantly, Release the belief that you must always be okay for everyone else to be. You are loved for your light, but also for your humanness. This is a day to come home not just physically but emotionally, to return to yourself, to those who matter most, and to the kind of love that holds you without asking for anything in return. Leo, if you're still here with me, heart open breath, steady spirit listening, then this moment was meant for you. And I want you to know, I see you. I see the way you've carried so much without complaint, how you've continued to rise even when the weight felt too much. I see the quiet resilience behind your smile, the dreams you protect like sacred fire, the tenderness you offer even when your own heart aches. And today, I want you to feel how deeply the universe honors that. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are part of something divine, something far bigger than any one moment of struggle or confusion. The skies today are not here to test you. They're here to remind you that your path is unfolding in perfect timing, that healing does not mean erasing your past, but reclaiming your power within it. That love, real nourishing love, is already making its way toward you, not as a reward, but as a mirror of all that you are ready to receive. So breathe with me one more time. Feel your feet on the earth, your heart in your chest, your light. Yes, that radiant Leo light glowing from the inside out. Let yourself be proud, not just of what you've done, but of who you are becoming. It'll be right here with you tomorrow. But for now, walk into the rest of this day with grace, with courage, and with trust. Trust that what is meant for you is not passing you by. Trust that you are enough. And trust that all of this is just the beginning of something extraordinary.